Feeling overwhelmed, like the world is on your shoulders and you're about to buckle. You're not alone. We all face stress, but the secret isn't to get rid of it completely. That's impossible. The secret is to manage it effectively. Today, I'm going to share a simple yet powerful 3-step guide that will help you take back control. These aren't just theories. They're practical steps you can start using the moment this video ends. So stick around, because by the end of this, you'll have the tools to turn stress from a monster under your bed into a manageable part of your life. First things first, let's talk about step 1. Identify your stressors. You can't fight an enemy you can't see, right? The same goes for stress. A lot of the time, we feel this big, vague cloud of anxiety hanging over us, but we can't pinpoint exactly what's causing it. Is it work? Is it family? Is it that growing pile of laundry? To figure this out, I want you to try something called a stress audit for 1 week. Carry a small notebook or use a notes app on your phone. Every time you feel that spike of stress, that tightness in your chest, or that rush of frustration, jot it down. Write down what you were doing, who you were with, and what you were thinking about. Let me give you a real-life example. Let's say you're Sarah, a project manager. Sarah starts her stress audit. On Monday, she notes feeling a surge of anxiety at 9 a.m. when her boss sends an email marked urgent. On Tuesday, her heart pounds during a team meeting where she has to present project updates. By Friday, she looks back at her notes and sees a clear pattern. It's not just work that's stressing her out. It's the feeling of being put on the spot and the fear of not meeting expectations. See how specific that is. It's not a giant, scary monster called work stress anymore. It's a specific trigger, performance pressure. This kind of clarity is the first crucial step toward managing your stress because it gives you a target to aim at. You can't solve a problem until you know what the problem is. So, your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become a detective of your own stress. Identify those triggers. Alright, now that you've identified your stressors, let's move on to step 2. Reframe your perspective. This step is all about changing the story you tell yourself about your stress. Our minds are powerful. The way we think about a situation can dramatically change how we feel about it. This isn't about pretending your problems don't exist. It's about looking at them from a different angle. The core idea here is to shift from a threat mindset to a challenge mindset. A threat makes you want to run and hide. A challenge makes you want to rise to the occasion. Let's go back to Sarah, our project manager. Her initial thought when she gets that urgent email is, "Oh no, I'm going to mess this up. My boss will think I'm incompetent." That's a threat mindset. It's paralyzing. Now, let's try to reframe it. What if she consciously changed her thought to, "Okay, this is a challenge. My boss trusts me with this important task. This is an opportunity for me to show what I can do and practice my problem-solving skills." Do you feel the difference? The situation hasn't changed. The urgent email is still there, but her internal response is completely different. One leads to panic, the other leads to action. Here's a practical technique you can use: the what-if flip. When you catch yourself thinking a negative what if, like what if I failed a presentation, flip it. Ask yourself a positive or constructive what if. For instance, what if this presentation is a chance to share my ideas with people who need to hear them? Or what if I learned something valuable from this experience, even if it isn't perfect? This simple mental flip can short-circuit the stress cycle. It empowers you. Instead of being a victim of your circumstances, you become an active participant in navigating them. This reframing takes practice, but it's a mental muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's about changing your internal dialogue from your worst critic to your most supportive coach. So, we've identified our triggers and we've started to reframe our mindset. Now, for the final and perhaps most important piece of the puzzle. Step 3. Engage in proactive recovery. Think of yourself like a professional athlete. An athlete doesn't just train hard, they also prioritize recovery. They sleep, they eat well, they stretch. Recovery is what allows them to perform at their peak again and again. You need to do the same for your mind. Proactive recovery means building activities into your daily and weekly routine that intentionally lower your stress levels and recharge your batteries. This is not about waiting until you're completely burned out and then taking a vacation. It's about small, consistent actions that keep your stress levels from ever reaching that boiling point. What does proactive recovery look like? It's different for everyone, but it falls into 3 main categories: physical, mental, and social. For physical recovery, it could be as simple as a 15-minute walk during your lunch break. Or maybe it's dancing in your living room to your favorite song, or a few minutes of deep breathing exercises. For example, try the 4-7-8 technique right now. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Do that a few times. Feel that calm. That's proactive physical recovery. For mental recovery, it's about giving your brain a break from constant problem solving. This could be reading a book for fun, listening to a podcast, meditating, or engaging in a hobby like painting or gardening. It's anything that allows you to get into a state of flow where you're so absorbed in the activity that you forget about your worries. Let's take Mark, a student stressed about exams. His proactive recovery is playing guitar for 20 minutes every evening. During that time, he's not thinking about formulas or dates. He's just focused on the music. That's his mental reset button. Finally, social recovery. Humans are social creatures. Connecting with people we care about is a powerful antidote to stress. This isn't about networking or forced small talk. It's about genuine connection. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Have a meaningful conversation with your partner. Play a board game with your family. These moments of connection release oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, which directly counters the stress hormone, cortisol. So, your final task is to schedule these recovery activities into your calendar just like you would a work meeting. Don't leave it to chance. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. But whether it's a daily walk, a weekly hobby, or a regular call with a friend, be intentional about your recovery. Let's recap our 3-step guide to managing stress. Step 1. Identify your stressors. Become a detective and find out exactly what's triggering you. Step 2. Reframe your perspective. Change the story you tell yourself from a threat to a challenge. And step 3. Engage in proactive recovery. Intentionally schedule activities that recharge your physical, mental, and social batteries. Remember, managing stress is a skill, not a magic trick. It requires practice and patience with yourself. You won't be perfect at it overnight, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Start small. Pick one thing from today's video to try this week. Maybe it's starting a stress audit. Maybe it's trying the what if flip. Or maybe it's scheduling a 15-minute walk every day. Whatever it is, just start. You have the power to change your relationship with stress. If you are struggling with your mental health, please know that it's a sign of strength to seek help. There are amazing resources available, like the National Alliance on Mental Illness and the Crisis Text Line. You are not alone in this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this guide helps you feel more in control and less overwhelmed. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to share it with someone who you think might need to hear this message. For more content on living a healthier, happier life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's S1 proactive recovery activity you going to try this week? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.